No thief deceive, naive, without trust, no greed, mislead, or lead without us. No thief deceive, naive, without trust, no greed, mislead, or lead without us. No thief deceive, naive, without trust, no greed, mislead, or lead without us. No thief deceive, naive, without trust, no greed, mislead, or lead without us.
Alright guys, hello and welcome to my first ever podcast, and I guess I can't really say anymore because guess who just recorded a half-an-hour podcast only to realize after I was done that I hadn't turned my mic on. Yes, it was me. Stupid. In my defense, I just plugged in the headset and, not thinking about it, did not hit the little switch to turn on the mic, so completely my fault. So I guess, here we go again. It probably won't be as good as the first, because I thought the first was really good, but now I guess I have to do it all over. So, without further ado, here we go. Welcome to my first ever episode. Like I said, this show is called, as you can see, Games and Everything Else, by me, Jay Martuzzo, also known as JPlays12. I have a YouTube account called JPlays12. You can check that out on YouTube. Also, follow me on Twitter at JPlays12. Really quick now, just so you guys know, if you ever want to comment on anything I talk about here on the podcast, or have anything you want me to talk about, well, I'm talking really fast now because I want to get this over with because I just did it. If you ever have anything you want to talk about, or just, I'm losing my train of thought now. Anything you want to talk about, or suggestions, or anything, tweet it to me using the hashtag JP12podcast. That'll be, for this podcast, of course, JP12 standing for JPlays12, and podcast, because this is a podcast. If you didn't know this is a podcast, well, leave then, because, wow. Anyway, I'm new to Spreaker, and I'm still trying to learn stuff out, so this is going to be my second guinea pig episode now. Thank you very much, Jay, for doing an awful job not turning your mic on. Sorry, I might be referring to that a lot in this podcast, because I'm pretty upset at myself. So let's just move on and go into our first topic. So usually, you guys don't know much about this series yet. I don't even know much about this series, but I'm intending to be mostly about gaming because that's what my YouTube channel is about, though I do want to touch base on all forms of entertainment in the show, just because I can't sit here every week for a half an hour and talk about games, because I will get bored of it, and I'm sure you will get bored of it, unless you're a diehard games fan, which I'm not. I just enjoy games, and that's why I like to talk about them and make videos about them, but I'm not like a huge diehard nerd who just wants to play games all day long. I mean, I would like it if I didn't have to go to school and work, but I do. However, today I want to start off on a different foot, because something big just happened. It just happened last night. When I'm recording this, and you guys might know about it, you might not know about it. I don't know when this podcast is going up. I haven't really decided on a schedule yet, no, because my JPlays12 YouTube videos come out on Saturday, so I'm hoping to kind of break up the week with this podcast, so it'll probably be up on Wednesday. Don't quote me on that, because that's not final, but that's kind of what I'm thinking my schedule will be. Podcast Wednesday, YouTube video Saturday, everyone's happy, watch myself, and listen to my podcast. So, it just happened last night for me. I'm just going to give you a spoiler alert right now. It's about Family Guy, and there was a death. So, that's really what I want to talk about. Again, spoiler alert. If you don't want to know, skip forward a few minutes, or just turn this off and go watch the last episode that aired before. I believe it's winter break now, so for the show, I believe it doesn't come back till I'm going to say January 8th, but I'm not sure if that's correct, so don't quote me. Seriously, don't. Unless I say something really funny, then have fun and quote me. But there probably won't be very many good quotes coming out of this show. So, Family Guy, so Brian dies in the last episode. and he's really gone for good. Like, gone for good. And this is just such, I mean, a sad moment, I think. I mean, I wasn't crying or anything, but I thought that was just really sad. And, like, how could Family Guy do this to us? Sorry, I'm going to keep adjusting my mic because I can hear it, like, twitching in my ear. And I really don't know how loud I am right now. So, turn down your speaker if I'm being really loud. I'm also going to try and slow down my speech because I'm talking very quickly. But anyway, Brian dies, and I mean, I'm pretty upset about this, just being I'm just kind of like, how can you do this? You're getting rid of a huge, like, main character on this comedy show. So you wouldn't really think that there would be a death inside a comedy show of a big name character that everyone knows, this dog Brian, and like instantly 5 minutes at least, or something like, I can't say at least, but 5 minutes, around 5 minutes after he dies, boom, new dog in the house replaced him. His name is Vinny. I'm sure you guys saw him in the episode. If you haven't still and you're listening to this, you're crazy. But I guess you don't really care then. So Vinny, who is voiced, I believe is voiced by an actor from The Sopranos. I think I saw that somewhere. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Hey, like I said, don't quote me. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I believe that's what it is. And, just weird. That's all I have to say about this whole thing. It's just weird. So, also, if you, I'm sure, okay, you saw the episode. If you didn't see the episode, you're here. Stop bringing it up, Jay. In the beginning of the episode, they destroyed the time machine. Stewie destroyed the time machine. And so, obviously they had to do this because they wanted to kill off Brian. And they can't have a time machine laying around because he can just go back and fix it. And now we know time machine's gone, and he can't ever rebuild it because he can't find the part or whatever stupid thing they came up with. So he can't make the time machine again. So also though, not only does Brian die, but no more time machine episodes. I mean, those were some great episodes when they go through like time and different stuff, and that was funny and fun. And just gone now. I mean, I guess they did milk that pretty long, but we're done with that, apparently, and also done with Brian. So, Brian, who's been here from the very beginning, he's been in each and every episode from the pilot till now on. I think there's 11 seasons. Been in each and every episode, and now he's just gone. Which, just talking about milking stuff like we were before, They milked out the time machine. They probably milked out Brian, but he's such a lovable character, in which, I mean, he had a big fan base, I'm sure. Because I went on Twitter after this. I had to check, make sure this was for real. And it wasn't just some BS that they usually pull on us, Someone dies, but here, they're back. I had to look. So Twitter definitely in an uproar. Even I had to post something about, hey, how could you do this? Family Guy, what's wrong with you? Brian's gone. Is he really gone? So I read an article who they were talking to. They weren't talking to Seth, but they were talking to some other like big guy who makes the show. Probably like, I think he was like the lead producer, something like that. He's talking about it, and he was talking about how about the fans and how he thought that the fans would be there, till the end, that they would support this and just move on, and like all the new crazy antics that come from this new dog and all this new story, and immediately, the first thing I thought when I saw this video or this episode was, how is this going to affect the ratings and ultimately the viewers of the show? I mean, I feel like ratings are going to go down and there are going to be less people watching just because now you just have in my opinion, you have a show that's not really complete anymore. It's just kind of done with a huge era, and it is kind of moving forward with new storyline, maybe, I guess. Because we don't really know. It just kind of ends there with Stewie and Vinny kind of getting along. Because, you have Stewie's and Brian were just such great friends. They did everything together, which is another thing. Like, the Stewie and Brian storylines were the best. Like, hands down, they had just great storylines and antics that happened with them. And so now those are gone, obviously. So I guess, will he be with the new dog now, Vinny, then? I don't know. It's kind of weird. And I guess it's just one of those things we're gonna have to see where it goes from here. Definitely gonna have to see where it goes. And also the outcome of this, which is going to be represented in the audience. Definitely. So we're going to keep an eye out for that. Alright, since we jumped right to TV, let's move out over to... Did I mention this? Because I mentioned in my last podcast that didn't record. Anyway, you guys have heard about that. I mentioned, or I talked about how the show is called Games and Everything Else. Games being the main focal point, and then everything else, because I would love to touch base on all parts of entertainment, such as TV and movies and anything like that. Books, maybe. Obviously, you guys can tell I'm not a big book person since I have a YouTube channel and now a podcast. So listening, woohoo, watching, thumbs up, reading, but I'm in English classes, so whatever. So now we're going to go back, swing around, since I did talk about that first. I just wanted to get all that out of the way, because that's kind of the biggest thing I wanted to talk about today. Next, I want to talk about Fallout, which is a game series made by Bethesda. You guys have probably played their games before. They're great games. Bethesda made Fallout 3, which was a huge game. It kind of picked up the whole series. If you played Fallout 1 and Fallout 2, I'm guessing not many of you had, because they really didn't do well, and they're 2D on the computer. Okay, not 2D, it's 3D, but it's vantage point, you're looking down from this. Anyway, this one's 3D, PS3, and I believe it's on Xbox 360, the Fallout 3, and then Fallout New Vegas, but also Bethesda made Skyrim, which was another great game, very similar to Fallout, but just set in a different era. So now you have reports of Fallout 4. So Bethesda made this website. The whole website is a countdown clock, and many are speculating that the countdown clock is leading to the announcement of Fallout 4. And there was a encrypted. I shouldn't say encrypted, but there was, someone said it was in Morse code. I was reading some article that was in Morse code, and it's above the countdown clock. You guys can check out the site, by the way, if you want to. It's called Survivor 2299. Many speculating that 2299 is the year that the game will take place in, which I believe they say is 19 years after New Vegas. But the countdown clock is going, and above the message, when it is translated, it comes out to be, "My dear sister, I'm heading to the Institute." The Institute being the name of the area that is now known as Massachusetts, specifically the Boston area, which is supposedly the part of the world that's been hit the worst by the nukes during the nuclear war. So it goes, "I'm heading to the Institute. God knows what happened to this place now. This old bastard will help us. He must help us." And then, I don't know what that says. It says 0321. Not quite sure what that means. It looks like it's the person who's writing this. But, and supposedly, you are going to be the survivor in Fallout 4, which takes place in, it takes place in 2299, and that's why it's called Survivor 2299. But so we don't really know a lot about this game yet. We don't even know if that's what they're talking about. We're very, very certain, there's very, very good chance that they're talking about Fallout 4, but we really don't know, because nothing is really set in stone, except for the fact that you have a Fallout symbol below the countdown. But you can go check that out. The countdown no one really knows what the countdown goes to because supposedly they were supposed to announce it at an award show. I forget the award show, but they were supposed to announce it. The award show is supposed to be in like 10 days or something. And the countdown clock is set to be to finish like 3 days after the award show, which everyone thought the Fallout 4 would be announced during. So no one really knows what the countdown clock goes to. Just another thing we're going to have to wait and see what happens. And I have to say I'm very excited about Fallout 4 because it looks like a lot of fun. It sounds like a lot of fun. You're going to like the most like hit part with nukes. It's just chaos apparently. I guess they've mentioned it in other games and now you'll probably finally be able to go there and actually play. So I'm really excited. I think this could be a lot of fun. I hope you guys are excited. If you're not a fan of the series, you need to be. Just plain and simple. It's a great series. Fallout 3 was probably my favorite out of the series. It was a lot of fun. But New Vegas was cool too. And I'm really interested to see what's going to happen next with the story. Let's see. What should I talk about next? Let's talk about the new system, shall we? We all know Xbox One, PS4 just released in the past week. Both supposed to be great systems, and everyone's probably still thinking, which one should I buy? Personally, I'm a PlayStation guy because, I was raised on PlayStation 1, then PlayStation 2, and now I have a PlayStation 3, and I'm probably going to get a PlayStation 4 eventually. But I don't really see a need to get one right when it comes out. If you want one, sure, go get it. There's not going to be a lot of games for it. There are very few games. Although, quick little note, I have heard, I can't verify this because I haven't played it, but I've heard that Battlefield 4 on a PlayStation 4 is amazing looking and it's just great. So I'm excited about that. I'll definitely get Battlefield 4 when I get my PS4, whenever that is, in a year or, however many years. Probably a year. I'm probably looking at a year, just so the system can finally they've been saying every time there's a launch, they've been talking about glitches and everything that could go wrong with the system. So after about a year, you've got all that stuff figured out. Now you have a bunch of games, because if you go to the PlayStation Store right now, I don't know about Xbox, but if you go to the PlayStation Store, there's like 6 games in the entire store, and most of them are upgrades. It's like Call of Duty Ghosts, Battlefield 4, Assassin's Creed 4, and a few other small games. You can get Flower for some reason. If you guys don't know what Flower is, look it up. It's by that game company, same people who made Journey and a few other games like that. They're an indie company, pretty fun. But it's a weird game. So there's not a lot of games, and also right now. In fact, I was talking to my dad about this a few days ago. He was asking me, why do we need to upgrade to a PS4? And basically all I said was, it has potential. Right now, PS4, just a little bit better. Just a little bit better than PS3. I can't really say how much better, but apparently it is better. The graphics look better. But really, what it has is the possibility to have greater games from here on with better graphics, better processing. I'm really looking forward to. I hope there's going to be a lot more no loading screen games coming up on the PS4, because GTA 5 was a big no loading screen game. It really worked out, and that's on the PS3. So I'm really looking forward to see what kind of no loading screen games we're going to get on the PS4 and Xbox One, because I think there's going to be a lot more games like this. You've also been seeing games with loading screens, which is like every game, but they're getting shorter and shorter, and that is really good for a gamer. Less time spent at those loading screens, more time gaming. Because, you never know how much time you have to play, and you don't want to be spending a lot of time at a loading screen. And wow, apparently I must be going really slow, a lot slower, because we had time left over in my last one that didn't record, and now I'm looking, we're already 20 minutes in. We have 10 minutes left. and I still have a bunch of topics to get to. So let's move on to an app that I wanted to talk to you guys about today, because I like apps. In this day and age, apps are very big. You have little games that are on app stores, for your phone or your tablet that are, now taking up a lot of our time. Like, all kind of really started with Angry Birds, and now there's Candy Crush. I don't like Candy Crush, but whatever. But I have a Galaxy phone, so I'm running on the Android market. But I also have an iPad, so I do get both sides of the market on that one. Specifically, the game I want to talk to you about today is for Android market, and it's called Fanatical Football by Mouse Games, and it's a football game, and it's actually a lot of fun. I believe it's 6-on-6, and you need 50 yards to get a first down, but you can you flick the throw the ball, and you can run, and when you're tackling, if you're on defense, you guy jumps 5-10 yards to tackle a guy. It's pretty crazy. And it's really addicting and a lot of fun. You can do quick matches. You can also do championships, which I highly recommend. If you have 10 to 20 minutes, you just sing around, do a championship, which is a tournament, and you play a bunch of games. I like to do it if I'm just watching TV. Sometimes I'll do a championship. Is that what it's called? What did I say? It's called championship. Championship. It's basically a tournament, and you can win it all, and it's a lot of fun. I highly recommend checking it out. It's on Android market. It's free. I do not believe it's on the iOS systems, but I haven't looked. I know definitely it's on Android. I'm guessing it's not on the Apple market, because I haven't seen it there. And I haven't heard of anyone else playing it that doesn't have a Android phone or tablet. So that's an Android only. I don't have iOS only game for you today. It was really because I've kind of been obsessing over this game the past few days. So that's why I wanted to bring it up in my first podcast. So go check that out, Android Market. It is a lot of fun. And yeah. So, what should we move on to next? Actually, we're just about done with my preset topic, so I guess we are on time. We have approximately 7 minutes left. And so I guess the last thing I want to talk about today was a movie just released called Catching Fire. And I'm sure you guys have all heard something about it, because apparently everyone under the sun is going to see this movie. Definitely a highly anticipated movie. I heard it's a pretty good movie. I've also heard that it's overrated, and I really don't know what to believe because I have not seen it yet, and I will see it at some point. I read the book. I read the first 2 books, and definitely the second book was better than the first one. I haven't read the third one, but I heard the third one's just terrible. So I've kind of been relying on things I hear, if you guys haven't been able to figure that one out yet. But the second one was better. It's kind of more fun because there's more happening in the story. If you haven't read it yet or seen the movie yet, I'm not really going to give any spoilers, but there's kind of a revolution going on in this one. So you have them, they're forced to go back and fight, obviously, in the Hunger Games again, but there's also a revolution going on that they're trying to help out with that, and they're retaking over the United States, and there's a lot more going on, a lot more action, and it looks like it'll be probably the best movie of the series, and like I said, best book of the series. So I'm sure you guys enjoyed that movie if you saw it. If you want to comment on anything actually that I've talked about so far, don't forget to use that hashtag JP12podcast and tweet it to me. I would love to read it. I'm actually I messed it up. I'm looking forward to it very much, to reading all those, and I'm very excited, is what I'm said. Wow, I just butchered that sentence up a lot, so don't make that be the one reason why you don't come back and listen next week with my next podcast, because please listen, and I think you follow me Is that how Spreaker works? I'm new to Spreaker, alright? I think you follow me. So follow me on Twitter, subscribe on YouTube. Yeah, I'm getting everything mixed up now. So we have about 5 minutes left. And I think that's really everything I wanted to go over today. So I'm just going to talk about my YouTube channel for a minute as we are winding down here. My YouTube channel, JPlays12. I believe I have 16 videos up right now, and you can go watch all of them. I haven't put up a real video in a while. Don't get mad at me. But it's because I've kind of been busy. I've been making Minecraft maps. If you guys didn't know that, I do make custom maps. So I made my first 2 of those, which you can download now. You can download them off YouTube. There'll be links for that if you are a Minecraft player and you want to play some cool maps. Go download that. You can also see me talk about them in my videos. But I kind of like this now. I'm enjoying the podcast. Just sitting here talking to you guys. And hopefully you guys will respond. But I like this, so I can just come on the Spreaker and just start recording. And I just get to sit here and talk to you guys for half an hour. I don't have to edit anything. I don't have to worry about, getting a good shot of this game or anything that's happening. So I'm enjoying this. I'm definitely gonna keep doing it. Kind of branched out for me in starting a podcast, but I was listening to a podcast the other day and I was like, wow, this would be a lot of fun. And then I found this site called Spreaker. Obviously, you guys all know that, which lets you do that for free, and it's really been helpful, and I'm enjoying it. And I'm still getting used to this software because I don't really know a lot about it. Like I said, this is my guinea pig episode. I'm kind of learning. So, I mean, I didn't use any sound effects, but I have some cool sound effects loaded up here. You guys want to hear one? This one's fun. Yeah, kids cheering. That's a fun one. I'm sure I'll have a use for that eventually. There's also this was sad. Oh, yeah. I know. They're all mad because my show is coming to an end soon. But, like I said, don't have a schedule for the podcast yet. Probably Wednesdays. I'm betting on Wednesday. But, again, just look for it on Twitter and YouTube and on here, I guess, for when the next one comes out, when the schedule is going to be, because I don't really know. So YouTube, let me just talk a little bit about what I have. I have a lot of Minecraft videos, because they're easy. I have it's a playthrough. I also have I was playing a multiplayer, some color shuffle. Also about my custom maps is on there. What else? I don't think any. That's all for Minecraft. I also have a series called Game Showcase where I showcase games kind of like this, except, I make a video and I talk about it there. So the games I played were Papers, Please, which is a cool little indie game by John Pope, I think is the person who made it. It's a cool little indie game. You can find out how to get that on there and also watch about it. I also did one about Fez, which is made by Polytron. Which is a cool game. You guys have probably heard of it. It's a really good looking game. It's 8-bit game. It's kind of like, it's 3-dimensional and like 2D, and it's awesome. So check that out, that video, and also that stuff. I also have a series called Flash Games where I go and play Flash games online. Right now, the only thing I have up is this game called Bit Battles. It's my most popular video right now, so you can check that out. It's a cool game. You can also play it for yourself on armorgames.com. Link to that with the video. And this clock is slowly ticking down in my face, and it's kind of making me nervous because there's only 30 seconds left. So don't forget, check me out on YouTube, JPlays12. Watch all my videos, subscribe. Listen to my podcasts every time they come out. Follow me on here. I believe that's what happens. Follow me on Twitter, JPlays12. Keep up to date on everything, JPlays12. And then also download my custom maps for Minecraft. If you're a Minecraft person, awesome. And I will see you guys next time.